Hey guys, now this video is about Scream 4 and what I thought of it really. I guess overall Scream 4 was okay. It wasn't the best movie out there, but it wasn't the worst. I just wish it could have been actually more scarier than it was and just not try and copy a person the whole way through, even though that was kind of the point of the film. Well, so the beginning was kind of interesting. Obviously, it was film within a film, which I thought was pretty good. And because obviously you didn't know actually that was the actual start to film, and then obviously when you're first watching it, you think that's the start of the film, and then it goes into this other bit where they're actually watching what's happening, what you just watched, and then it happens again. You go back to this when the actual film, and then you're kind of like, alright, okay then, so this is what happened. And they actually had some names crop up in this film, which actually kind of surprised me a bit. Like Kristen Bell, the star of Veronica Mars, she was in it, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you were in the film. But then she was only in it for like few minutes that she was in it for. But still, that was pretty interesting. And well, I guess after the start of the film, it kind of slowly drifted down and down and down, and then the ending kind of got interesting. But the whole middle bit just was bleh. I mean, like, basically, you've got Sydney coming back, and okay, yeah, that's all very interesting. She wrote a book and blah blah blah. And the only really interesting thing that happened in this film was the whole relationship Gal had with one of Dewey's co-workers. The fact that co-worker likes Dewey and wants in his pants, and basically Gal was trying to stop him getting in his pants. But other than that, I just didn't really like the film. How it's just, I guess the whole point of the film was to try to copy the first one, but couldn't they just be a bit more original? A little bit more, instead of copying the first one the whole way through. I just wish it could have been different in a way. I think maybe Sydney should have died in this one, and then they should have found someone else to survive. But then again, I guess the first 3 films are all about Sydney surviving this whole attacker-killer thing going on. But I guess that was Wes Craven's idea. So the ending was kind of interesting though, because you kind of found out who the killers were, and that kind of surprised me. I wasn't really expecting Jill. Yes, spoiler alert. Sydney's cousin to be a killer, or her schoolmate Charlie, because to me they didn't really have proper reasons to kill off people. Jill wanted to find the 15-minute fame that her cousin her cousin Sydney had, because of that all what happened to her. But Julie should have found another way to be famous, but then again apparently it takes nothing to become famous these days, according to Jill. And the easiest way for her to get famous is to be the survivor and have Sydney die, and she take over Sydney's place of being the survivor of Woodsboro attack. But in the end, her plan did fail, and she got killed by Sydney, which kind of sucked off. It really would have been cool if a killer in the film actually sort of survived, because in the first 3, all killers died, didn't they? So it would have been kind of cool if killers survived, and then they went back and came back in the next film that he's got coming out. Because obviously he's making Scream 5 and Scream 6, because he wants to make another trilogy. Hopefully he doesn't make any more after that, because I think after you get to so many films, it gets a bit pointless. You've got the same thing going on with Fast and Furious 5. Anyway, that's another story. To go back to Scream, sorry guys, I just think that, I don't know, it could have been just so much more different, more original. I just think that it would have been more better if it was more original, maybe, but more scarier, because it's supposed to be a horror / black comedy, and to be honest, I wasn't even scared through it at all. It's kind of disappointing in a way, because obviously it's not doing its job. I mean, I did kind of find some bits funny, but it wasn't as funny as the first one. Just, I don't know, it could have been much different. Yes, different. So anyway, I don't know, the acting was good. I mean, Sydney sort of gave off the impression, but I guess this way she wasn't as much scared as she was first time, because obviously she's been through 3 times now, so this time was just the same for her. Emma Roberts did a pretty good job, because obviously you see her as this sweet, innocent little Jill, and it turns out she's a psychopath who just wants fame. And then her co-partner in crime, Charlie, was alright. I don't know, it's just sometimes I see different people playing characters, like, for Jill I just saw someone else playing Jill because Emma Roberts seems person to be a psycho killer. Then again, that's just, I can't really just judge the guy's cover, I guess. So overall I'd give Scream 4 a 5 out of 10. Maybe it's pushing a 6, but again I might just be too generous right now. I guess that's it from